Welcome to Sportscene Culture Conversations, powered by Reebok. My name is Lerai. Sportscene created this platform for us as the youth to have meaningful conversations about topics that are usually sidelined. Today, I have Zakia, Bika, Guli, Dineo, and Hype, and we're talking about the journey to empowerment through self-expression. My squad, I feel like we've already connected today, guys. We have spent the entire day together. So, we've recently celebrated Heritage Day, so I really want us to talk about identity in this conversation. Zaki, I'm going to start with you. You started a movement called Yoga in Color, which is all about inclusivity and diversity within the yoga community. Please tell me about this journey and just how it all came about.
I started doing Bikram yoga, so it's hot yoga, when I was 12 years old. I was heavily overweight at that age, and it was really traumatic for me going into a class with people that don't look like me, that were way older than me. The industry was completely whitewashed, even as young as me being 12. Now at 25, it's still the same. Nothing has changed in the space. So you look through Instagram and you just see a white woman in like a top and a leggings doing yoga, like a perfect image of what is supposed to be acceptable or desirable that the media and people are showing us. So as people in that community, if you don't look like that, how do you feel when you're going into spaces that are completely white, completely privileged, and you face sort of like generational traumas within yourself and then within your community? So with that, I was like, we have to start a conversation. I sort of reached out to 5 people of color in the yoga community across South Africa. From then, I co-founded it with Warda Hartley. We then went on to create retreats internationally. We currently have a scholarship which we've partnered with yoga studios around the country. Amazing. And now we have people from places that you'd never get to reach, people that would do yoga. So we're creating this community where yoga is accessible. It's not about how you look, how you feel. It's a mental experience and the healing through that. It's almost like a race-based trauma that you go through and you heal through that. And that's what we want to share in the global space.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
That's amazing.
That felt like a lot.
I'm still on you doing yoga when you're 12.
Yeah, so just tell me a bit more about, where you guys are. How exactly does the movement look? If I were to attend one of these classes, what happens?
So we're hosting retreats. So we've hosted 2 retreats. So going forward, we possibly would host another one before the end of the year, but we're focusing more on building an online platform and master classes, partnering with yoga teachers around the globe. Different ethnicities, different races, backgrounds, body shapes, intersectionalities are crossed with sexuality as well. There's so many things that need to be brought up for us to diversify this space and make it inclusive.
Yeah, I think you touched on the fact that brands and institutions have a responsibility to make sure that they're being inclusive and are open to diversity in all the services that they offer and everything, I don't know if you guys have anything to add about that, in terms of brands that have recently not been inclusive or open to diversity. I'm not going to say anyone specific.
Let's not name drop.
But I just want to hear your opinion on that, What do you think about brands that either do that or don't do that?
Answer me because
I see you ready to speak.
I'm not even. So for me, like, I've always received like a backlash, like sort of like every single time a brand has always wanted to work with me. They always pick me up from like my modeling agency, and then they come to my Instagram and they're like, actually, we're not ready for you. Like, we're not ready for the world to see someone who's like almost mass presenting and then you have like zebra nails. You know, it's like you're confusing kids or something. Kids literally watch animals talk on TV, but they're not ready for gay people. They can't do that. So, yeah, but also it becomes like a very complicated thing whenever brands use, let's say, gay people during Pride Month only, and then that's the only time they'll ever use them in the year. Or like you're gonna put black people in your like TV series as the best friend. You know, having the fat best friend is the usual thing that deaf. It's like they do anything for clout. There's no other way to put it. Like, and it's literally it's very complicated because you don't know how to like navigate that. Like, you don't know whether you're being used genuinely or you're just being used as like a caricature or like, you know, for like brand promotion.
Yeah. Guli, you're a creative that is into style and fashion, right? Am I right in saying that? And you've even worked with some of South Africa's top designers, you know? And something that strongly comes out in all of your content and your work is your identity. Tell me about your journey to just finding your self-expression and how you've used your social media to, you know, put that out into the world, I guess.
Okay, so I grew up in like, I'm gonna tell you my life story now, you ready? Okay, so I grew up in a really like small town, KwaNdebele, there's this town called Kwaggafontein. Like literally, I've only grown up in paper towns. So I grew up in this town and I had like access to nothing but TV and like magazines because my mom works as a house like helper. So she would come with magazines at home and all I knew was just like studying beauty, and I was always obsessed with like pretty models and like just the idea of beauty as a thing. So when I found out about social media, I was, I think, in grade 7. I actually caught up like really late. I was in grade 7, but I had been like on other like sites before that. I had been on the internet before. I've been like studying like different things before. So when I found social media, I got really self-obsessed because I didn't have friends growing up. I literally didn't. Like, the only friend that I had was me because my mom bought me this huge ass mirror when I was really young, and that's where I spent all my time. So I know all my nits and grits, I know my good side, I know literally every single thing about me. I'm the only person who can call me ugly. So through my self-obsession, I literally created my art. My art is all based around me. Like, every single thing I've ever put out is based on me. Somehow learn more, but also better myself through like self-expression, and that's how I basically found my identity, like just by taking bits and bits of like everyone.
So Nguli was about to tell us his story, but Zakia had to leave quickly. She has a plane to catch. But please make sure to follow her on Instagram at Zakia Bika, and you can follow her yoga movement at Yoga in Color on Instagram. So Nguli, back to the story.
So okay, so it was a mountain, like I had said.
Yes,
I was in school before I dropped out. I'm joking. I was in varsity at the time, and I think I had just like left class because I remember it was the end of the day, and I got a call, and I answered obviously because I was like, okay, I don't know this number, hello. And then it turned out this person's like, hi, it's Rich. I'm like, okay, hi Rich, what's up? Like, who are you? Like, who's Rich? Why are you saying it? And he's like, oh, it's Rich Nisi. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I need to back it up a little bit. What's up? This is literally like, it's me saying that I'm shooting it for ID, like with my own mouth. So that was my first big like job.
That's major.
Your first opportunity
was literally, yeah. So.
And these two actually have a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna jump to you. Who are you? Who are you?
So I have to do this. I have to give Pumla majority of the credit. She actually started the YouTube channel. So,
I did.
Yeah, so she started it, and funny enough, she actually mentioned it or was hinting at it before we were dating. And I know I'm doing the eyes, I can feel the eyes, but yeah, she was hinting at it before we'd even dated. I think it was always just a dream of hers for us to have a YouTube channel, and you know, props to her because she does all the editing, and she actually originally had her channel, but you know, she said it was a bit boring, so she needed some spice.
I needed someone to, you know, elevate me because I'm a very calm person. So he was that person, and I was just like, okay, let's start a channel together because I feel like, you know, it's gonna work and it's gonna be fun, and whatever happens, happens.
People put that kind of pressure on themselves when they have a channel. Like, we have to go and do something, or we have to go somewhere. And that's what I was thinking about in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what you thought.
Yeah, I was like, well, then we're always gonna have to go and do an activity or capture something. But then I realized it's just about being you, and people kind of like that.
Yeah. So I'm looking at you right now, and I am seeing a couple. But when I go on your YouTube, I see interracial couple, interracial couple, interracial couple, interracial couple, interracial couple. That's all I see. It's the label that you guys have. Is that how you guys identify as a couple? Tell me about that. What's that about?
Well, it is a hashtag that we use because, you know, that's how a lot of people see us. And if people, like, a lot of people would search that to find couples like us, so we make it like easier for them to access us. But we're definitely more than that. Like we spoke earlier, we are a couple, we are best friends, we like to live life and show people, you know, like our lives. We don't really have like a lot of hate comments, but the ones that I do remember are of people just saying that this whole interracial couple thing is a trend, because, you know, it's happening around us a lot now, if you've noticed. So they think that we're doing this for clout, but no, we're really not. We genuinely are into each other, and I feel like that shines through, you know. And also, we just had people saying that he's trying to be black and I'm trying to be white, which is so weird. It's like, I don't know. It's just crazy comments, but like we need them. We need those kind of negative comments because it just, like he says, it shows that we're doing something right. So, yeah.
What I've noticed is that it's very important for you to stay true to yourself and to know yourself so that those things don't affect you. Because I can see that you guys know the comments, you guys know the things that come to you. Guli, you know what people have to say about you. You know? Yeah, but the thing is, you know, we're here laughing about it, you know, and I think that's what comes with that's the empowerment of self-expression. You guys are expressing yourselves and living your lives authentically the way that you want to, you know. Your YouTube channel is literally that. You're living your lives and you're sharing that with us. Our topic for today was the journey to empowerment through self-expression. And what I've taken away from each and every one of you, including Zakia, who had to leave, is that so much opportunity, growth, and learning comes from being yourself, staying true to yourself, you know, standing firm in your identity, you know. So I think the journey to empowerment is a tough one. You know, you may face obstacles or whatever, but it is definitely a wonderful one, you know, and it, like I said, it comes with opportunities, you know. So thank you for being on my panel today. I really enjoyed chatting to you guys. You guys are amazing, and yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, girl.
I'll send you my invoice.
All right, guys, so before you leave, please, where can everybody find you? What are all your social media handles?
On Twitter, I'm FemThug. And it's not a swear word. Oh my god, I'm not hyped. So, and my Instagram handle is Nkundima.
I am Pumla_Dineo on Twitter and on Instagram.
And then for YouTube, you can catch us on Pumla Dineo and Hype.
Thank you guys for tuning in to our second episode of Sports Scene Culture Conversations powered by Reebok. I am your host, Lerai, and please don't forget to tune in for our next episode.